So hi. This was so stressful too. I thought this was the last time I ever did this because some hacker fuckers have been changing my settings. So for example, making me mute Messenger and all kinds of. I couldn't read what I sent. There. What are they? 12? How do they have time for this? I don't understand. And now on YouTube, the settings would change with my mic. So, and I'm not so technical, so it took some time to get here, so like an hour. But okay, now I'm here, so I'm not bothered about that anymore. And I wasn't really bothered. I think that anything that I think like this actually, not every single time, but almost. I think that everything is in my favor. So if that is meant to be, that I cannot be here, for example, I think that, wow, something really is preventing this for a good reason, even if I don't know the reason yet. So I feel grateful. Meanwhile, I'm like trying to solve things in what I think is my favor, but maybe the universe wants something else. So, well, here I am now anyway. And I thought about maybe doing some mediumship, or maybe not mediumship, but channeling ship or something. If someone comes in, we will see. But first of all, I have no idea what to talk about. And also, my cat seemed to be very social exactly now. She wasn't before. She came the moment I started this, and now I want to do it still. So, okay. So I will just use some cards. I wish I didn't see her, in the like. She's sitting so I can like see her because she knows that like demands something. I mean, she demands something when she. God. Anyway, I will just shuffle cards. Probably I should say. I mean, should I? I will have to do some piles then for you people. But I wish she could go out on my site, but she's here, so okay, that's meaning that too then. Okay. Okay. Well, how many piles? I will do just 4 piles if someone comes in, so I don't have to go on and on. But I wish she could just leave the site. She's disturbing. Go away, baby. She doesn't. No, cats don't usually obey. She just turned and stared at me. Fuck. Wait, I have to tell her to go. I can't concentrate with her in my site. Well, she doesn't care anyway, so whatever. Okay. So I will make 4 piles anyway, and I try to distract my mind from going in her direction. She's disturbing though. Wait a second again. Okay, at least she didn't come close. I tried to like scream to her to go away, but she didn't really. She just came close or whatever. And she protests. My cat is like a teenager. She's, I don't know exactly her age. She's like 14, maybe 13. I'm not sure. Her mom, she burned. So yeah, anyway, now she turned her back towards me, which is way better than staring at me. Fuck. Oh God, this cat. Anyway, she if I tell her to go or something like that, if I don't want to be disturbed, she like talk back in like cat language swear words. She make a long like she talks like that for a long while. Oh, yeah. Now she wants candy. Now you hear her. She have this candy ball kind of thing. And recently I heard that song, Candy Shop. Like, was it 50 Cent? I never heard it before. Oh, God. Anyway, I love this cat. I do love her. She's very, very special. And I love that fact too. Isn't that what we love about people? Okay, moving on now. 5 minutes in, I haven't gotten to it. But she have though. Okay, okay. First one, 5 minutes in. Right. I won't channel if someone comes in, I might. But anyway, I will just read the cards anyways. For the first one, here we have Maiden of Pentacles. I get the sense that this maiden have, this woman, I would assume it is, have turned her back a little bit on others and just retreated back into the, not maybe the forest in literal sense, but into the, sorry about the background sounds here. She's like moving that little ball around eating candy now. Wow, she doesn't even care if I try to shout. I usually don't do that, but just to make her not stare at me all the time. And she stopped staring though, but wow. She doesn't even bother if I do. Well, but that is something she doesn't like. Generally, if people are very loud, like even if I sing, she just dislike it. Well, anyway, for the number one here, yeah. What can I say aside from that? This person she's trying to, I think, disconnect from others. She's trying to move in a slower pace. And why, I don't know for sure, but I think she just feels a need to connect and ground herself and maybe also heal her physical self. I think that could be in the card here. She feels very peaceful and good when she does take that time with no distractions, not even like a dog or whatever. I'm talking about the cat here coming for some reason or another right now. Yeah. It's almost like this pentacle she holds is almost like a drum. So I feel that when she's out in nature or the woods or so on, she feels the heartbeat of the Mother Earth. And that is something that heals her. I think this woman have very deep sadness. She's a youthful person. I mean, she doesn't have to be young, but she's young in her soul or in her heart, let's say. This is a young woman inside of her, whatever age she is. And there is something there that she needs to maybe integrate or at least ground in herself. Yeah. Yeah. So that is what she's doing, I think. But she also, in this card, she closes her eyes, and I feel like she tries really to turn inward and not connect so much to the outer world or get pulled by the eye. She wants her little groove there in the forest or somewhere where she can, I mean, at home probably or something, but where she's sitting on a stone also, it seems like, and that is like perfect for her, I think. I mean, perfect for her size, sitting there with like crossed legs, and yeah, she's so grounded, and she wants to slow down and be in this slower pace and allow herself to be in that. Yeah. She's discovering some other mysteries about herself that she have not been in touch with before. And it's only in this stillness and slowness. Changes always goes on. She doesn't have to like improve or change things all the time. So to allow her this stillness is very new for this person, I feel, or it have maybe gone on for a little while, but and also, I think she have a very special necklace that means very much to her. That kind of also have some grounding effect on her or something. Yeah, it's something about the necklace here. It means very much to her. Yeah. And she needs to be in this quiet space. I mean, not aloneness, but it's not really silence in the sense of it being silent, rather the stillness of the slow. That is what she needs for her to heal. And it's like going into, I don't know, what can I compare this with? It's like I have an image in myself of what this means, but I don't find the words. Um, she is very wounded in some way, where she have been almost gathered in herself. So just being, she does not actively even try to heal herself. She's just going into almost like a deeper, not a knowing, but like a trance state or something, where she disconnect, I guess you could say, a bit from pain or from her, whatever it is that she needs to heal. And in that, if it's the body or whatever parts of her that needs healing, emotions also, I believe, but that kind of nature itself, or the body itself, like starts to heal while she is in a sub-unconscious state, almost like she needs to be in that almost, when people are, or even animals or so on, are very sick and they just sleep and sleep. It's like this person needs to, even when she's awake, there is a need to be sort of asleep until certain things have healed, so new seeds can be planted. Like, and also I believe when it comes to sound, I think nature sounds like rustling of the wind in the trees or something like that is very, very healing. But also drum sounds could be very good for this person. Maybe she's sitting on a box rather than a stone. I'm not sure. Maybe it's, I don't know. Well, anyways, it's not purposely healing. It's just, and it's not avoiding, even though she disconnects. It's like a way to rest, yeah. And in that rest, certain systems in her begin to regain like life, or what you can say, colors, or she's strong and she's gaining wisdom also, but there is a lot of things that goes on without her conscious knowing or understanding of it right now. It's like her wisdom it's almost like there is a surface, if you think of it almost like maybe water. It doesn't have to be water, but the surface level, a surface of kind, whatever surface. And she has so much deep wisdom right beneath that kind of surface, but she's only aware above it, if you understand how I describe this. And so every time she sinks a little bit, when she's not hurrying around doing other stuff, when she sinks a little bit, so she go into a deeper consciousness, let's say, and then all this wisdom comes back. She have it already, but generally that almost like that wisdom don't have the chance to catch up with her, because it's there when she calms down and is still. I think I go on and on for too much with this, but okay. Then we take number 2 at 15 minutes. I hope it gave someone something, and if you feel like it, then like subscribe if you like, but also comment or say whatever you think about what I saw or see in the cards. This is not channeling yet. This is just reading the cards, by the way. So this is for number 2, and I'm so glad I could be here again. But let's see how it goes with this whole those mockery, whatever they are. Okay. Oh, I must focus now, not think about them. For number 2. Whoop! It jumped. Oh, this card is lust. This is a naked woman. I think of there is a Celtic myth about someone riding naked on a horse through a town or something. I think they wanted to change things in society, and that was like the protest. Or I've gotten it already. I just read it quite recently. But anyway, so here is the woman, but she's riding out on a field, galloping in a horse that have no reins or anything. Just it's like a card of freedom, passion. It is the number 8, the major arcana strength card. What can I say? Yeah, this could be. It's very ecstatic, let's say. Yeah, so I think this is maybe also sexual in a way, but it's liberating in any case. It have to be. She's connected with many parts of herself more and more and more and more. Both her emotions, her physical being. She loves it. I mean, I feel like this card have to do with also self-love. And she's gaining more and more of it and understand this and can like move in higher speed towards the things she wants and the things she want to manifest, create, experience, all that. And she's happy meanwhile she does it. This is a very, very awesome card. I don't think I have to talk much about this because I think whomever got this is quite aware of this. I mean, this is such a happy card, and she knows that this liberation that she's going through will just expand, like will grow kind of. It won't stop. She have found the key, so to speak, to her own freedom, and she understand it. And she also allow it, which is one of the basic ingredients to freedom, I guess, to allow yourself to have all that joy and all that whatever it is you wish for. Yes, yeah, she's loving herself more and more and more. That's what I can see. So I will just move on to number 3 then. So, and then it's like 18 minutes in. Okay, I say everything out loud. I don't have to, but for number 3. Okay, what is this then? Whoa, several cards. 4 of Swords reversed, 8 of Wands reversed, the Moon card reversed, 5 of Wands upright, and 6 of Cups upright. Maybe if you read cards yourself, you know a little bit about these, what they are saying to you, but I think that you have avoided action for a while. You have been like a little bit frozen or yeah, you have I think that is what you could say. You have avoided this action while there is a lot of strong and quick energy here that you hold back, you hold it stuck kind of, although those is like those 8 of wands with the arrows of love. They want to move in a direction, they want to be expressed. It's also almost in this card it's almost the kundalini energy of the snake that like make these arrows fly. It's like you hold your energy back very much. It's wonder why. Yeah, it's to keep the peace. I see that now in the card, in the image of the card. The reason why you don't you try to avoid conflict. Yeah, you try to also avoid in a sense accountability or taking responsibility, because if you make certain choices and express certain things, there comes a demand something maybe from you or something like that, and you don't want to sort of get into trouble. You don't want, yeah, you want to it to be peace, but it's not in you if you don't listen to your energy. So you kind of repress yourself. You repress your love very, very much, and this is a mistaken perception. It's a mistake, and it's like it's not ignorant in the way that that like in a way of trying to put you down in saying that, but it's ignorant in the sense that it's not true. It's like it's just an idea. It's your fears that create this, and you have to grow in wisdom, and you have to understand that your energy is not harmful. You don't have to fear your power. You don't have to fear your life force. It's like, and your direction where it wants to go. You can trust that. You can trust that energy, and you try to freeze it or block it and make it almost non-existent, and you yourself becomes a bit like stiff if you say, I mean, almost like yeah, the words in English, almost like in Swedish it's like förstenad, what's the, well, like rock, like yeah, anyway, or you try to keep yourself as if you could be just, as if you could decide to like lock down your own will or your own life energy. You cannot. For a while you may, but it takes I mean, it have expressions anyway. Meanwhile, it can't be prevented, and eventually it will move. And I see, yeah, I see also here in 501s, obviously, if you know cards, that's the problem for you. The Here is the problem, the that others would not agree. Even if it's minor disagreement, you wouldn't like that. Even if it's not dangerous, it feels like it to you. I mean, you know it's not dangerous. You know that in your both your heart and your, yeah, your knowing. You know that even if people want other things and you can't build together something, or whatever, people disagree and so on, it doesn't have to mean conflict, but to you that is very stressful. It's threatening in some kind of way. It's like it feels, it doesn't feel deadly, but it feels like it could harm, and you could get harmed, or anyone could get harmed, like as if you don't keep this truce, this it seems like, oh, it could go on, it could like develop into like a war of sorts in relationships if you don't keep this um, peace. Yeah, let's say it's not peace, it's rather truth, like in decide not to keep fighting, take a pause and something in that. But it's not a fight in the outward sense. It's like a fight inside of you, and it's how is this even? Yeah, you don't see clearly here, that's for sure. And then we have Six of Cups. That is someone who wants to give and receive in reciprocity, like equally. And this is very innocent also, and it's very much love. This person wants to give, and it comes up in many ways in these cards. And that it seems like first there are too many, these Five of Wands, that are like, I don't know if they are lovers, but they could be, and one is darker and one is white. It's like something in your attraction, I would say it is, something you are drawn to is outside of the box. It's outside of the norm, outside of the accepted way of viewing things. Maybe you're attracted to the same sex. Maybe in the other card here with the Six of Cups, there is a Native American and then a white woman sitting, and he is giving her flowers. Like it's almost like they are very youthful, very childlike. And this could also relate to memories of previous loving relationships, even, or loving memories. But I think it's getting clearer here. I think it's about you not knowing how others would approve of what you love and what you're drawn to. Maybe it could be a relationship, it could be in other ways for someone, like what you want, what you're drawn to doing, like kind of working with or anything like that. And you don't feel like you think that maybe you will get attacked or people will like not approve of you if you choose something that is very unlike your common, like, let's say, cultural I don't know, those around you anyways, their ways of viewing certain things and so on. Yeah, but I think I would assume this connects to some specific relationship that you feel is kind of very loving, very pure, and that have been there for a long time also, or for some time. But you're afraid that if you let these arrows of love, then your messages of love, or the energy, or the yeah, what you really feel or want to share with this other person, if you let that loose, then, or show it, then it can cause disturbances, problem, and that maybe, yeah, I think you also care for the other person, and that you want to keep this like almost sacred, not like in a secret, also sacred, so it won't be put down by others. Yeah, that's what I see here. Yeah. Yeah, you are very, very afraid of your own energy, let's say, because you know it's very, very strong. This Kundalini snake here for in this Eight of Wands is very, very strong. So I think that because of you knowing the strength of your energy, that is your fear that it will like be harmful, but it will just make you understand and see clearer and reach wisdom through the experiences you go through while walking the path that is true and real for you, and we don't always know, but your heart shows the way. But yeah, you need to, and you will have to in some way or another. You can't hold this back forever. That's impossible. So, and the quicker I think some of these things are just in your mind also, that how others would react, but also you can in a more harmonious way express this if you don't hold it back for too long, because it will be such a not violent, but it will be like a in some way or another a little bit distorted reaction then from your end. Yeah, so the suggestion here is to show that love and in a gentle way, and stop caring too much about others' thoughts. Listen to yourself and let that energy loose. And it's easy to say, but what others think isn't all that important, but to you it's so far it is. You fear to be an outcast in a little bit of a way. Maybe not bullied, but you prefer to stay like in a, I don't know, in a sort of a comfort zone, in that sense that others agree, like so. And your energy is way freer than that, and you have much more to discover. You kind of hold that energy imprisoned in a way, captived, or yeah. So I hope you do. I hope you do dare to express this, and maybe you also can keep this secret and sacred for a while, just to get comfortable and feel safe in that before you like show the world. You don't have to do that immediately. Also, okay. Now I will just move on to number 4, the last one here. Oh God, number 31 minutes in. Okay. So, wow, that was interesting, but yeah, kept keeping saying the same thing of it, but sometimes you need to like rub it in. Okay, number 4. Number 4. Balance reversed. Well, that's not also too difficult to understand. Those major arcanas used to be called the greater or larger, like secrets. But, and also sacred. But right now they seem to be way easier to understand. Sorry, than the minors. I've been sleeping so little last 2 nights. Wow. Just because I have been too inspired by stuff, nothing else. But yeah, so it just says that something is out of balance here. You need to regain balance, right? It could be give and take. It could be anything, honestly. But you also need to, in this particular balance card in this deck, there is a woman like stepping with one foot on a sword, and that is not a common way to show it, but it seems like you need that balance not to like cut your foot almost. And also the Libra sign is in the background. She have one empty bowl in her hand and she hold them up, and in the other hand she have a bowl filled with something, and above her head on the starry sky there is the sign of Libra, which here looks almost like a UFO or whatever they're called nowadays. And I think this talks about just higher knowledge or understanding, mythical almost, like, and so yeah. So, but there is some imbalance, and I'm sure you probably know what that imbalance is about. It could also be, in that sense, picking up a lot of things that are semi-real. Sometimes 33 the time was now in the video. Sometimes our, not our visions, but our interpretation of things or so on can be a little bit off the mark also, and sometimes we don't question that enough. Yeah. So what I think your belief systems are just, I think that is part of it here, may need to be balanced a bit. So yeah, maybe among other things, but I think give and take is one great one here, or a huge one here as well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. That can be anything, of course, but yeah, you know for sure where you're off balance. In my case, probably I need to sleep. That's why I was yawning. Maybe that is the case for you too. Why I started to yawn now. And keep doing it, obviously. So maybe that is a message there to you. Yeah. So no one have come in yet. It's Friday afternoon here. Not everyone is in here at Friday afternoon, I would assume. So I probably should go then. It's more fun when someone is here, though. So I'll drink some water and just think about if it's something I could share with you. Maybe some messages, maybe some general messages, like mediumship messages. I will see if I can pick something up. I don't know, really. I could just chat about random things, but I mean, now it's summer here. It's north of Sweden, and I so much love it. It's bright light. No, not bright light all 24 hours a day, so to speak. But it's warm, bright nights, pretty much. So it's not hot, but it's, and also the morning, even it's warm when you go out. I like it. Oh, it's lovely. It's awesome. I mean, this is heaven. It's paradise, honestly. I don't know what that have to do with anything, but I thought about that today. Gosh, I love this city. I never wanted to move back. I moved away and I wasn't back for 3 years or something. And then I got very, very ill. And so I moved back against my will because I wanted to meet my family again and so on. Before I died, kind of, but then I didn't die. So, yeah. But I didn't think of, I mean, I wouldn't have chosen consciously to move back here, and now I just love it so much. I love it. Yeah. So yeah, for many reasons, this is perfect place to be. Also, when I do the medicine wheel, a connection to my mountain here where I was born and the river, very strong energy for me from the nature itself. Even if we are, I mean, in the quantum, I don't know what you should call it, in that realm, time and space really, well, it matters somehow, but it also doesn't. I mean, you can connect to those energies if you are not at the place where you were born. Absolutely, you can do that for sure. But it feels very special to me when I work with these things to be physically close to my river and my mountain. Yeah. Yeah. The White Mountain, it's called. That seems to me very, very spiritual. Anyway, I just love. It's like a very. It's growing, this town, and I don't know if I would agree with everything happening, but that's not my place to really. Yeah, that's not. I won't spend time talking about that, but it's still quite a tiny town. I love that it's not as, let's say, tiny as it have been, and still it's. I don't know. I just love it more and more for some reason. Yeah. Well, but that was not a message. Maybe it was. I don't know. Sometimes when you listen to someone, they talk about something and it connects to something we had no idea that it was important to them. But yeah. So, anyways, I will see if I can pick up some specific message here. We just wanted to share that for some reason because I've thought about it so much more than usual. Just these 2 last days now. I mean, really, really appreciative of this place that I am at in a physical sense. Also, yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I wanted to tune into someone. I can talk about a little bit, few things while I stay and see if someone shows up. I also need to check my phone, by the way. Yeah, this, as I will see if I actually start a medicine wheel. I love to do these things so much in this town this year to come also, although I thought about only having 2 groups online this year about that, because I will have a mediumship development circle this autumn here. I mean, with a group of people that I meet, and also I will have in this town. I mean, and what else? There was something else I've forgotten. Now I also do the try focus on the yoga somewhat. I mean, it goes very slowly with that one, but I love it. I absolutely feel like it helps me in so many ways. It really transforms in ways that is undescribable. Honestly, I mean that really changes things in a very also soft and beautiful way. Um, but that was not. Yeah. Also, probably I will do more treatments like chakra flow massage or even shamanic healing in person, or and Ayurvedic health, or yeah, checks. You know, when you test the pulse and stuff, and also marma treatments and so on. And I look forward to that so much too. So there is a lot of things that will begin this autumn, but it was something else. What else? I've forgotten it. So gosh. Yeah, that was what I was going to. I will also have a talk group, let's say in Wicca or witchcraft, in a Wiccan form of witchcraft. It is though in that frame. Although I wouldn't say that maybe I don't feel that I am in any kind of frame, honestly, when it comes to anything, but all these things go together so exactly for me. So, anyways, that is something I also will do for having that for a year, and then we will see where it goes. And yeah, that is very, very fun, aside from the things that I do. Yeah, and also another thing, maybe this is interesting for someone. I've learned a few things through many mistakes, let's say. They have been, I mean, valuable. So I've learned a lot of things, I feel. And I see the mistakes other people do that I've recently done, and some of them I still continue to do. But I so much want to give the keys to what I found, or solutions that I found. It may not be the solutions other people need, though. But if someone want them, so I've also started a little bit relationship coaching, and then you could ask like, okay, what relationship are you in? Well, I'm happy though. Isn't that a good thing? So yeah, anyway, that is fabulous. I love that so much. That really brings me happiness, and I'm so glad if I can add to someone else in this. That is so wonderful. And also I do the tarot and mediumship readings, and all the other divinations, and yeah, all kinds of other stuff. Yeah, I do that too. Yeah, it's kind of many things to talk about like this, but yeah, but I could. But I will maybe I will talk about one of them at a time, but still each subject almost is unlimited in themselves, so it's hard to do that too. But anyways, I'm super inspired, I have to say. What is very slow though, I've always written so much in my life. I my I think it was my stepsister. She said like, you were born with a pen in your hand, And it felt like that. I've always written, and I had to, because my brain goes in all directions, in many directions at the same time. So when I write, I get it. I mean, it goes in a. Oh God, now getting dark here. Maybe it's starting to rain or something. Well, I get it like in a. I see it so clearly, because then I can just follow one sort of thread, or several, but maybe at least I see them in a way. And even when I talk, actually, especially when I don't talk in Swedish, that's way better for me, because it slows down my brain a bit, which is awesome. That's like meditation when I do that, I feel. So I've, for many years, said that I will write this book. I've started a few times, but apparently that book is not ready to be written. And also sometimes I felt like, wow, I could just like share it like this. I could write it, but then share it like this instead. But there is something special with books, though, although I'm not best at reading. I'm more so reading like in tarot, or reading like mediumship or stuff, reading energy, stuff like that. I'm better at. But still, that is something also that I wish I would take time to do, among all these other things that I love to do. So we will see if I get to that, though. But that is so much fun things that I do. I also try to find ways to do things that aren't like, these are like work, but to me it's fun. It's like hobby. It's like the most fantastic and loving things that I do. I mean, I love them so much, but also I should disconnect somewhat from these things sometimes, and do more. Maybe it doesn't have to be common things, but like yeah, I don't know. I could like start exercising, like draw. I like to do that, paint or stuff. But yeah, I'm not an ambitious person in one way, because I don't compete with people or so on, but I have a lot of ideas, and a lot of drive in a way. Yeah. So, and also when I think about it, even when I was a kid, I wrote when we were going to my grandma, like 50 Swedish miles away in the car. I wrote stories about gnomes and I don't know what. I was like 6 years old or something. I fantasized and created stories, because to entertain myself in the car, even though we did some singing stuff or whatever in the car too. So me and my brother should like not be too impatient before we were there, but I also had that since I was, and also I loved not only writing, but the if you know, previous in time, people like wrote in this beautiful, they learned to write in a very beautiful way. And even before I knew how to write or could read, I mean, it was so beautiful. I mean, I was so mesmerized or like enchanted by writing in itself. Just it seemed magical to me. So I was so fascinating. I pretended that I could read it, especially those beautiful ones, because it seemed so. I didn't understand how people could see what it said and make sounds from that, because they did. Grown-ups could say this, that's this, and that, and I didn't understand it. I thought it was fantastic. Like, so, but I learned to read quite early. I think I was, what did my mom say? Like 5, I think. And she didn't know I was reading, what is it called in English? Donald Duck, Kalle Anka. Anyway, I was reading those. We were getting them in the mailbox, like those serious papers. Like, yeah. Anyways, so I was 5, I think she said. And she heard me just reading blah blah blah, and it sounded like fluently, like, and she thought I was just making up, as I used to. I had a great like fan imagination, you see. Yeah. And so she was just she was convinced that I didn't read it, but she thought it would be. It was like very. I think she was like maybe fascinated about what I made up, like what my imagination said that the figures there were saying, and she was just looking over my shoulder and seeing that I could read like fluently. She didn't know ever that I learned it. I just learned it by myself, and I think I knew it way earlier because I just loved to see it also, and I love to read write by hand. But I love words, even I love sounds of words. Oh gosh, I go on and on now. Wow, I'm so fascinated by so many things. And my kid, well, he's my bonus, but still, I think he's mine. And he's 29 now. He says that I mean, now he's into this old diagnosis everywhere that people go on and on about. Anyways, he said, "Oh, you're bipolar." He says, like, oh, manic, depressive. But I said no, because I only have the manic periods. I never have the downs. I only have the ups, so it's not a problem. But I'm like that. Always was, honestly. Well, I've gone through hard punches from life, and then at those times, yeah, I've been feeling horrible at times, but still, I've had that happiness inside all throughout. It have been just dips in that happiness, sometimes in periods, in sometimes long periods, but still. Yeah, so I've always been appreciative of raindrops on the wind, or anything smells. Yeah, even since I was quite young, that I had this ability to be. I think someone described it also as wonder. The To have that's amazing. Everything is amazing. Then it's a miracle. We are miracles. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm happy I was like, I came in like that, because otherwise, wow, it wouldn't have been good for me. No. Wow. And yeah, I'm happy for that. And I want to share that. That was what I was going to come to, that, and also write down some things, because, oh, now it got really, really dark here. Maybe you even see it although I have put some things on the camera here, but the whole room got dark. It's like maybe getting some rain or something. I love it. I always loved storms and rains and lightnings and thunder. It gets me exhilarated. I never got afraid. I got like uplifted almost. Like it's like freedom. It's like something like that. Positive things. Until the lightning did strike in the phone I was holding. But it moved out to the thing that I had turned it. So in those old kind of phones, it like jumped out. It was a tiny one, obviously, because otherwise it would have hurt me, but it didn't. And then I stopped chasing the lightning, as I did always before. But yeah, so it jumped out from the thing you talk into, because I had it turned a little bit away from my face, luckily, and then out through some contact. Do you say that? Maybe put into the, well, anyways, yeah. Anyways, it was like very close then, and then I got scared. I shouldn't have been on the phone, and also not there on the countryside. Like, I shouldn't. But then I learned, and luckily I survived that too. And we survive everything. That's what we do here. So yeah, okay. Yeah. So, anyways, we will see if I get to that part. But anyways, I have so much fun with the things that I do. But also, I want to do more other things, as I said, like maybe, yeah, So more social things, I think. I have to almost force myself. I was like that also since I was a kid. I like people. Well, sometimes I like people. And some people, you could say. But I have always had so much fun by myself. And I was like that since I came here. I mean, really, not that I was really super disturbed when friends came by, as they did in that little village that I lived in as a kid, also. But yeah, I always had so much fun by myself, and I still do. It's so much interesting to discover. And also, since I mean, became aware of these abilities that I have, also to just practice and do those things. Um, is so rewarding. And yeah, so now I've never been bored by myself, or only been bored sometimes with people that I don't like. When it's too much of a shallow, too much surface level, that can make me bored. But then if I can't leave, if I can leave, I leave. But yeah, I can take it for a little while and even enjoy it or be a little bit entertained. But then it's too, it's no nourishment. It's not, no, yeah, I need, substance. And everyone does, I guess. But yeah, but I still think that it would be good to me, for me to even, let's say, interact in more normal ways, and do some social, more normal things. I think that would be balancing. Yeah, I think that would be good. Anyways, that is very much just me talking about myself now. But yeah, these are the things that I do. So if someone have questions about any of these things, and I do more things than that, but yeah, that's some of them. So yeah, and I love it. Life couldn't be better. I mean, I still look forward to a lot of awesome things, and everything can be improved of in a way. But my happiness of what is couldn't be. I don't feel it could be greater. I everything is fantastic, honestly, and I wish that everyone could get that experience. Yeah. And it's not only, I mean, it is dependent, I guess, in some way or another, also around circumstances, but more so the things that I have discovered also within me, or, yeah, and so on. But it's also reflected very much in the outer. Yeah, well. So, I thought I was going to stop, but then I don't. Yeah, I have some questions. I shouldn't ask that. I wonder where someone went that was my other chance for some time. That is something I wonder about. And also, who was it? For sure. I have my ideas, but I'm not sure. But since some of you who have been around here also was there, so I won't spell it out. So yeah, maybe I should also have some. Maybe I should do that here. Have some little bit of a class, or not a random class. I don't mean, but like witchy stuff or something like that. Even if it's, I know, just audio or pod so far, because I'm too lazy, honestly, to do something else. It was difficult enough to get the sound on now, so you understand how it is for me. With the practical stuff, I'm good in this spiritual and the ethereal, that kind of realm. I'm brilliant at that, honestly. But when it comes to these things, not so much. So yeah, maybe I should go into those kinds of things here if someone is interested. Also, I could do some course of sorts and keep it unlisted at times as well, if so. But I don't feel there is much to keep secrets. There are certain things that, yeah, I wouldn't share. I wouldn't share them, at least with anyone, like without discernment, let's say. But yeah, everything, I got it so free from so many, and I'm so grateful for every teacher I've met, and I think about them every day, each of them. I should actually almost have an altar for them, I feel, because I carry them within my heart so much. I mean, also I'm grateful for my ancestors, ancestry, and so on, but on all my sides, but also the the spiritual ones that have come in and just taught me certain things that made me, yeah, I don't know, discover what I needed on my path so far. And some of them, almost all of them, actually, I almost started screaming. Wow, I just discovered it. No, some of them, and yeah, they have passed on, and some quite long ago. But yeah, it feels like they are with me all the time, though. But yeah, they actually, those who have given me, some are still here, very close, and I'm keeping in touch with quite close, and also teach nowadays. The medicine wheel with also my previous teachers as well. So I have a lot of exchange with also those who are still around, but yeah, several of them have actually left this life. Oh, I can't stop on that note. I have to keep talking now. It's almost like it hit me now, but it sometimes do. And one of them I lost quite recently, in the beginning of this year. So, and that was, although I knew it, it still felt, I don't know if I should say shocking, but yeah, it was, I mean, she just wrote so recently to me then, and then she passed away. I kind of hoped that it would take longer. I don't know. I kind of hoped that they would find a cure. Obviously, I think I was like in denial more so than she herself was. I don't know if she was even, but I was, apparently, since it, like, I still can't really believe that, though. And she was one of those that I was going to write a book with. We have shared a lot, and she taught me so much wonderful things, and certain, I mean, a technique of what I call alchemy therapy, but also her being, rather, her way, her person. Like, yeah, I had a great opportunity and gift to spend so much time and so many years in close contact with her. And yeah, and it's very, very sad that she left. Although, yeah, I think things have a reason or a purpose, though. All kinds of things. It can't be like some things don't, like, it can't like be that way. I really. Okay. Anyway, so yeah. But what I'm getting to here, slowly and randomly, is that I would want to share these. These are treasures. These are so valuable treasures. And also my abilities are awesome, actually. They are. I mean, it sounds like bragging, but they are. And we can all tap into similar. We are unique beings, though, so we have our own specialties, let's say, each and every one of us, and none is better or less than any other. But yeah, what I've been given, I also want to share with anyone who are interested. So that's what I do. That's what I wouldn't say live for. I do it for the fun of it. I guess I live for pleasure. So in lust we trust. Yeah. So but this is fantastic and fun. And yeah. Should I keep going on and on? I don't think so. No one is coming in. All right. But yeah, I was going to get to some messages here, like from spirit, but I don't. Maybe the things that I ramble around about is like messages to someone. Who knows? But I think maybe that would be something. I've gotten into it briefly on some channel, but I think that so many things have happened since then. I mean, I started going on YouTube. If it was 12 years ago, and and but and yeah, just because I had a phone you could film with, and also it was easy to with a cord like put it on to YouTube. I think everything is more complicated now, it seems. But anyway, so I just found it so fun, and also the whole 2012 thing. I mean not 2012. I mean, yeah, 2012 is what I mean. Yeah, of course. No, but the whole drama about that. I thought, oh, wow, I need to like share the few things that I have discovered even, and I thought it was quite a lot already. But since then, so many things have happened, and I have so many other and more integrated insights as well. So although the basics of what I saw and what I aimed for, I guess, then still holds true, I still understand it more so now. Certain things I really did aim for them, but yeah, they were quite, in some sense, some of it was very much disconnected from where I was still. So things have changed so much, and I have the medicine wheel as a map also is in that wheel. Every other thing that I have ever done is a perfect fit. I see the wholeness, let's say. Yeah, you could say that. Oh, yeah. I mean, that sounds extreme. It's not that I see everything though. Yeah. I can't go on and on here now, so I have to go. I just wonder how to end this. I maybe should pick a card that's as in like an end card. But I should tune in and get a message. I said that all the time, and then I don't. Let's see now. Someone who have coped to listen all this time, they actually deserve a message from spirit. Let's see. And then the spirit says, don't doubt that you know what you know. Yeah, that's what they say. Don't doubt that you know what you know. There is someone, I feel it in my heart. Also, I feel this person now. Someone coming in, or maybe a few people with a similar need of that message. But I feel it in the heart level. This is someone that have questioned something, although they actually feel it. But their body, I mean, if you, whomever, listen, if this message is for you, you will feel it in your body. Maybe you'll feel some ache in your hip or in your whatever head, or somewhere in your body. You will feel like You will feel it. That's like the clarity for you, I guess you could say. Because someone have a clear understanding in their knowing or feeling or understanding like that, but then they start to think, and then they get confused or get like doubtful about something, although they already know. And my feet almost get like numb now. I wonder why. I try. I start to like wave them around. No, but I move them a bit. I think they maybe have to do with something about where to go or something. It's like maybe you have been a little bit stuck because of this doubting. Yeah. Whomever that was for, and I hope it was somewhat clear for someone. But now I will go. I could go on and on and on, but I should prepare more so when it comes to certain topics, if I should talk about these things. Because I drift in all kinds of ways. I'm clear when I write. Then when I speak, but when I speak, especially in English, I'm clearer than when I think. Or if I speak in Swedish, I also ramble more, I think. I'm not sure though. Here I don't speak in Swedish so much, so. Okay, take care everyone, and I will check in again, and I hope now I figured at least how to get this working again, and I'm happy to. Many blessings, and have a great weekend for each and every one of you, and I will check in some other day. Bye bye.